Imagine a place where it hasn't rained for over 2 million years, a land where no trees grow, no clouds gather, and paradoxically, snow almost never falls. Yet the ground is covered in a thick sheet of ice. This isn't another planet, it's right here on Earth. Welcome to the high plateau of East Antarctica, the coldest region on our planet, and home to the legendary Vostok Station. Here, nature pushes the limits of cold to an almost unimaginable extreme. Back in 2010, NASA satellites were scanning the continent when they pinpointed a small patch of ice perched over 3,800 meters above sea level. On a clear, windless winter night, the temperature there plummeted to a mind-numbing -93.2 degrees Celsius. That's the lowest natural surface temperature ever recorded on Earth. To give you some perspective, mercury, the liquid in old thermometers, freezes solid at -39 degrees. This spot is more than twice as cold. These areas are like natural freezes. They're shallow dips in the ice sheet where dense, frigid air sinks and gets trapped. With no wind to stir it and no clouds to hold in warmth, all the heat just radiates away into space, leaving the surface colder than anywhere else on the planet. Before this satellite discovery, the official world record for cold belonged to Vostok Station, a Russian research outpost buried under nearly 4 kilometers of solid ice. On July 21, 1983, the thermometers there registered -89.2 degrees Celsius. Living in these conditions is a true test of human endurance. The air is so incredibly dry that it feels like the searing heat of a desert, but it's far more dangerous. Winds can howl at over 100 kilometers per hour, and for every 100 meters you climb in elevation, the temperature drops another 10 degrees. Yet for decades, scientists have lived and worked here, braving the elements for a very special prize. They drill deep into the ice, pulling up cores that contain ancient air bubbles trapped for up to 800,000 years. These bubbles are tiny time capsules, revealing Earth's past climates and showing us what our atmosphere was like across 8 different ice ages. But perhaps the most astonishing cold-adapted environment isn't the absolute coldest, but the driest. Nearby are the McMurdo Dry Valleys. Shielded by the colossal transantarctic mountains, these valleys are among the driest places on Earth, even drier than the Sahara. Powerful katabatic winds race down from the polar plateau at speeds over 320 kilometers per hour, evaporating any trace of moisture before snow can even settle. The landscape is otherworldly, looking more like the surface of Mars. You see barren, wind-sculpted rocks, ancient permafrost, and frozen lakes sealed under meters of permanent ice. It seems completely lifeless, and yet it's not. Beneath that thick ice, hypersaline water remains liquid. This isn't because of geothermal heat from below, but because the extreme salt concentration lowers the water's freezing point, keeping it from turning to solid ice. And incredibly, life persists here. Hardy microbial communities of bacteria and algae survive inside porous rocks or under the ice, using tiny amounts of sunlight or chemical reactions to create energy. These organisms completely redefine the boundaries of what we thought was habitable. They give astrobiologists profound insights, suggesting that if life can cling on in a place like this, it might just exist in the frozen, subsurface oceans of moons like Europa or Enceladus. So, the coldest place on Earth is far more than just a record-breaking number. It's a natural laboratory of extremes, a priceless climate archive, and a beacon guiding our search for life beyond our own world. In its silent, frozen vastness, science is listening closely, because in that stillness, the planet whispers its oldest and most profound secrets. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this journey to the coldest place on Earth fascinating, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into our amazing planet. See you in the next one.